have been faithful. And I'm thankful for you, TLC, for being faithful. So as we get ready to close this year out, we want to finish it strong by serving God. So on this Sunday, October 4th, we want you to come back. October is just about building the community, just building the community, coming back. The only thing we want to do, we're going to have some abbreviated services because we just want to build a community. But I want to encourage you to come because it's going to be safe. We've got these hand sanitizer stations. They'll be throughout the service. Not only do we have the sanitizing stations, but we also have provided space. So we want you to RSVP because we have limited space available. So when you RSVP, what you're doing is letting us know how many people are coming to that service. And we want to encourage you that even when you RSVP, to go ahead, make sure that you get up and you come so that we can, because we're going to limit who comes and who doesn't. And then as we provide space in our abbreviated services, we're going to have a sermon, we're going to have a word that fits you. And although it'll be limited, we want you to be a part and get that word. But what I've been thinking about here lately is, how can I pray for you? As you're watching this, I've been calling some of you. I don't have your numbers or whatever, but listen, how can I pray for you? So when we get off of this, if you got this as a text, respond with how I can pray for you. If you got this as an email, respond. I want to know how I can be praying for you as we get ready to start building the community in October. Because as we're praying, I want you to be praying for me. I've had a tough year as well, but I want you to be praying for me as we come together, because I believe this is the time to come together so that we can show love in this community. In a world of divisiveness, in a world where hate speech is the norm, in a world where it seems like it's really tough to come together, especially along racial lines, this is the time for the light of the world, of the people of God, to stand up. Let your light shine before men so that they may see your good works and come running and say, what must I do to be saved? God is love. And so since he's love, we need our prayers to have hands as we serve the community. We've been serving. We've been giving out meals. We've been doing a lot of different things in the community. But as we've done that, we want to take it up a notch. We need 10 community builders. I'm praying for 10 community builders. We've been out a while. You've seen the broadcast. It's just been a couple of people coming up here doing the broadcast. Listen, I need 10 community builders. I want you to pray real quick. Is God calling me to do more during this season? What is God telling me during this season? If that's you, he's calling you to be a community builder. I want you to come and I want you to respond and let us know. There's an RSVP, but then there's also the survey. If you have not taken the survey, it tells us where you can be a community builder at. So what I want you to do is, if you've done both, great. We'll be getting with you. If you've done the survey, I need you to RSVP. If you've RSVP but you haven't done the community builders one, listen, we want you to do that, because we want to know where we can put you to build the most effectively. We don't want to go back the same way. We want to come back stronger with everybody operating in their gifts. That's what I'm praying for. I'm praying for everybody to operate in their gifts. And maybe you're on and you're saying, you know what, Pastor E, I really don't have a gift. I'm not sure what my gift is. That's fine. I just want you to take the next step. It's the same thing we've been talking about all year, since last year. Just take the next step, because I promise you, if you take one step, God will take the second one. What he's done for others, he'll do for you. Listen, take the next step. The first thing you got to do if you're going to take the next step is you've got to connect. You've got to connect. You've got to connect. Whether it's online when we're worshiping, because some of you can't come, worship with us while we're worshiping. We want to see your comments. We want to interact with you when you comment on our pages. Listen, on every Sunday, 10:45, we start the broadcast. So I want you to worship with us online if you can't get to the place. If you can't come, we want you to come. We're going to be starting at 10:30. What time? 10:30. What time? 10:30. So with that being said, I want you to come, be a part of what God is doing as we connect. The other thing I want you to be doing is praying about, Pastor E, how can I be growing? I've got to grow in the Word. You grow in the Word in community. And one of the things this year has done, it's been hard to connect in community. So what we want to do is we want to come together. This month is just about connecting. We just want to connect with you. We want to connect with you. We want to connect with you in the Word, but we want to connect with you in worship. The other thing is we got to serving as we take the next step. Connect, grow, serve, and lead. Our prayers have to have hands. We've been serving our community. We've brought people together with the Unity Walk. We've brought people together to feed. We've brought people together with our outreaches. And so, listen, we want you to take the next step and be a part of what God is doing in the Love community. And the last thing, and you guys have been doing a great thing, but we need you to give. www.tlchumble.org/give. I would consider it an honor if you gave to what God is doing. We have been serving tirelessly, relentlessly, and we would like for you to be a part of what God is doing. And so if you find it in your heart to give, remember, God doesn't want you to give because you've been manipulated. God wants you to give because it's in your heart and you love God and you want to respond to what God is doing in your life. So you got to connect, you got to grow, you got to serve, and you got to lead. We're looking for 10 community builders to help us build the community back to where it was. I need 10 community builders, and I'm praying for that. Listen, be praying that God is leading you in that direction. I'm praying. I believe that our worst season, God is changing into our best season. I want you to understand me. I want you to hear me. If you don't hear anything else, God will change your worst season, and this is going to be used as a testimony to the testament of the goodness of God. And if you believe me, I want you to respond by saying, I want to be a community builder. I'm believing God for at least 10 people to be community builders with us. Help us put the Love community back together again. The devil doesn't get the last laugh. God does. God always has the last say. And so we're going to come together and we're going to build, but we're going to be safe as we build. I believe God has allowed this time to come so that we could find new ways to worship, new ways to be community builders, new ways to reach our community, new ways to reach people on our job, new ways to showcase the goodness of God in every avenue and area of life. So if you want to join in with us and help us explore those new ways, we are looking for you, TLC. So come be a part. Let God showcase His love in your life. I love y'all, man. I miss you, and I'm praying for each and every one of you. Let me know how I can be praying for you. If you need me, I'm just a phone call away. If you don't have my number, just respond, and I promise you, I'll give you a call, and we'll be in contact to make sure that God gets the glory in your story. No matter what, show love. Show love. Show love. Faith, hope, and love. 1 Corinthians 13 says, but the greatest of these is love. Be blessed, TLC.